Hello traders, welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Thailand. We got some sunny skies out this morning, bright and early in the morning. It's currently 6:51 in the morning here in Thailand. That would be 1951 on Wall Street on Tuesday night. Today's good to be with you. Here we are back at the trading desk for another day of trading. Dollar index, always keep an eye on the dollar index, 93.85. Seems like it's coming up a little bit. That's a good thing. Saw some movement yesterday. Got some interesting charts today that we'll take a look at. But before we do that, let's take a look at what happened in the U.S. session. And we can see that oil has basically been on the ticking a little bit, and just grinding, I guess is the word, a little bit to the upside. Currently at 74, but still maintaining in the 70s, and that's okay with me. I say it's going to 77 or 80 before the summer is over. Dollar index, second day in a row, it's gone to the upside, and we like to see that for sure. Currently at 94.15. Despite, as you can see, it's on a 4-day mission to the upside. The VIX looks like we might get an update a little bit today, but we're at 1264. Now, don't get all freaked out about the VIX. Everybody gets, oh, there's, trading's going to die because the VIX is down. The VIX is down. It's probably going to go down lower, but we're going to keep trading, right? Just got to trade different, but we're going to keep trading. We're not going to stop trading because the VIX is down. I think the VIX is more regulated to the options market and stuff. If you're trading stocks or stuff like that, I think that's more. But as far as Forex goes, we'll see how it goes. It's summertime. We expected that. The ES is 2 days to the downside, as you can see here. And probably the one most people are interested in is the 6E, which is the Euro futures. And today will be our second day to the downside on the Euro futures. Of course, I've been bearish on the Euro for a very, very long time. Now, let's see if I can get this to shrink. There we go. All right, so what's going on today in news? Well, we got Westpac consumer sentiment out of the Aussie in about a half hour. Home loans. And in Japan, we got industry activity index. Okay. I'm up for it. We got Draghi speaking again today. Wow, he's just jabbering this week, isn't he? Didn't he speak twice yesterday? Yeah. Draghi's out there. He's talking away. And we got some other yackers on the microphone today. German 10-year Bund auction is today out of the euro. OPEC monthly report. And what else do we got? PPI out of the U.S. today. BOC monetary policy statement out of the CAD. Before the U.S. session. That's something I keep an eye on. I'd watch it, especially if we're trading the CAD. We're going to look at the CAD here in a second. And interest rate decision comes out today. It looks like they're looking for a 25% bump to the upside. I did not know that, to be honest with you. I didn't catch that. Crude oil inventories, as we do most Wednesdays, crushing oil inventories. And then we have BOE Governor Carney speaks in the U.S. session today. Wow, what's he going to say? Brexit's not going too well. Sorry. Well, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's not booming with results and action. It's sort of like pretty much not doing anything. Hey, let's get to the charts. Let's take a look at some charts today. And what do I have up here? There we go. Let's go over here. There we go. Here's some charts. All right, so if you take a look over here, we can bring this up to a full screen here. This is our Euro chart, and this is just not doing nothing, folks. Came down yesterday, right? This is where we were yesterday. Did come to our entry point, and it came down, so it did pretty nice. Wow. I must be a genius. Not. Okay, anyhow, it came down to support that we put in here, and it bounced all the way back up here. Nice V move here. We call this a V reversal here. When it comes down, 2 candlesticks, and bam, back up to where it was, and it's come back down again. So nice move on this part. What are we going to do now? Nothing, right? We're going to move this baby up to here, and we're going to move this baby over here, and basically that would be our trade plan for today. We want to see this come back up. It looks like it's going to bounce off the 200 exponential moving average, which is fine, and we'll just keep that as it is. Nothing to do there. But, you know, looks like it's bearish again, right? We talked about yesterday how, you know, spatially this was really to the upside, and I even said that wasn't going to last too long, and it hasn't. It's coming back down. I like how it hit our support from yesterday. It's come back up and it's coming back down. I think it's probably going to bounce off this 200 and head back to the upside. That would be my guess for today. Probably looking at London open. A little bit of volatility where this might get to where we want it. We really want it like halfway before we get there. I don't know if that's going to happen. The other thing that you can do is you can buy this, right? You can buy it. You can buy it off the 200. You got some stuff left in the chart, but you can buy this. Just take it. You know, if you're gonna buy it off the 200 or wait till it gets back down here to resistance. I'm sorry, support, and you know, bring it all the way back up here to resistance and then sell it. So both ends of the trade are right there. We can do either or and if, right? All right, so chart of the day, surprisingly, is, as I was scanning this morning my charts, I really, really liked what I saw here on this dollar CAD. Now, this came down to the 200 exponential moving average, the green line on the chart, and now it's on its way to the upside. It's almost taken out that high. It looks like it's taken out that high at 31.45. So this looks like this is heading up to this resistance area at 31.60, and we want to sell it all the way back down to 30.80. But the trick here is we have got to be on track with your entry. Don't be cheating. You know, we all want to click that thing and get in that trade to sell it, but we're going to have to wait till this gets up to that 31.60. Right now, there's no trade, folks. We got too much junk left in the chart here. You're just going to get beat up. You got all your EMAs here. There's nothing here. This is, you know, it's just a mess here. We really need to get this to break out. And really, listen, if this gets up to 31.80, man, don't sweat it. That's a good thing. And then we'll sell it from there. But my first entry point would be 31.60. See if we can sell it back down at least to the 200 to give us 31.20. You know, and we can get 40 pips out of this today. So not looking too bad. On that note, let us do something here because I happened to do it before I got on today. And let's take a look at this. So this is the dollar CAD on our Ichimoku cloud, right? Now, this does not help us, what I just told you, because this is now below the cloud. Look at how it's dumped into the cloud, bounced back out. Oh, sorry, wrong pair, wrong pair, wrong pair, wrong pair. William. I was saying that's not right. That price isn't right. Here we go. Okay. So here we go. Look at this. This is pretty cool. So this comes into the cloud. We don't trade in the cloud. Look at how it comes right here. Right to support right here, and then comes all the way back up again and continues to the upside, right? So remember, anything above the cloud is bullish, below the cloud is bearish. In the cloud, we don't trade, and this is doing exactly what we wanted it to do. Now it's just we have to wait for our entry. There's nothing more we can say other than we're going to wait for our entry, okay? And we'll get back to that in just a second here. So let's take a look at our let's take a look at our euro. What's going on with this euro now? This euro is still in the middle of our range. Really hasn't. It's, you know, it came back down here, right? Boom, support, right? We're gonna wait for it.
It's 7 hours.
Maybe buy it to the upside. Nothing really that big on the euro. What's the Euro Aussie doing? Even though I'm gonna change that. So let's go to the Aussie dollar. And let's bring this up and take a look at what's going on here. Now, you know I've been bearish in this pair for a very long time, right? So there was our buy, right? So now we're saying, well, now we're down here, right? So, you know, myself, I'm looking for something like here, right? Even though I don't mind the wicks. I like the wicks. So, we can actually buy it from here, right? This is going to come down. This was our range we put in. So this is now retested on this current candle. It's retested this brown line here. What's support now is resistance. It is tested it. Let's see if it breaks through it. I would not say to you, hey, let's buy this here. You got stuff left in the chart. You got a 10 EMA right in your face. The only good thing is our price. And if we get up to 74.50, that would be an awesome sell trade, right? If we get up to there. But right at the moment, I wouldn't do anything with this. This would really have to give us a close above like 74.25, 74, somewhere in there, 74.25, if you wanted to buy it. I'm not going to buy this, folks. I'm not going to buy this. I'm too bearish in my mind on this. I want to sell this. So it's either going to retest this, and then we can sell it from here, right? There's no issues with selling it from where she's at right now. So you know what? We could actually sell that there. Okay? Let this retest. Go, look at this. Wide open space. There's nothing left of the chart. We got some stuff over here, and that's at the 200 exponential moving average. So we got some room to get some pips in the pip bank, get to break even, and this should be a good sell. So maybe 73.90. No, you know what? 74.15 is all right. We'll take it at 74.15. I'll worry about when we get to the double zeros when we get there, but I think this is a nice area to sell this. This is bearish, folks. This is really, really bearish. So you just want to take this to the downside, All right, let's take a look at our other friend who I like to look at is, of course, the New Zealand. Now, this baby is just not, here comes another one of these situations where, right, with this 200 here, what's this going to do? If this breaks this 200, this is a sell, right? If this breaks this 200 exponential moving average, this is a sell here at at 68.20, right? This is a sell here. Let this close below this 200. Sell it. You're going to have a 10 pip drawdown, 15 if you want to be generous, right? And you're going to sell it. Got a wide open space here. Look at this. Wide open space. Just wide open. Ready to go. Ready to go to the downside. And it's a Kiwi. So we should be selling it, right? For all the bulls, you all had a nice run, right? But in general, this pair is bearish. It's absolutely bearish. All right, so those are some charts we looked at today. Let's get over to our new stuff, and let's take a look at the, let me see if we can find what we got here. Here's our euro. Let's take a look at this euro. Now, this is pretty interesting. Now, I said this was bearish, and it was. And if we take a look at this, right, here's the cloud, right? Don't trade in the cloud. Pops out of the cloud, comes down, comes back up, touches that resistance line right there. There's a name for that, by the way. Later on, I'll give you all these names. And then it just happens to come back to the downside, does the same thing, comes up, and then rides back to the downside again, right? So this is working, my friends. This is working for sure. Now, remember this green line right here? Remember, this green line is 26 periods or 26 candles back, right? And it is showing absolutely to the downside, right? Our future line, our current line is right here. And the red line is saying this is going to continue to the upside. It's going to be very interesting. So we'll see how this works. The key is we're not going to do nothing inside the cloud. If I can get anything through you, do not do nothing inside the cloud. The nice thing is if you're in this trade to the downside from up here, you're not worrying about nothing. Your stop's up here, okay? Your stop's up here. Now, if it breaks out of the cloud here, you get out of the trade. But your stop's up here, right? 1760, your stop is there. But we'll see if we can get through the cloud. Remember, the cloud is, the cloud is like the thunderstorm, right? The cloud is, where you just got to wait and see what happens. Remember, the cloud goes out 26 periods out, 26 candles out. So, like I said, all the indicators except for one, they're all leading indicators. There's no lagging indicators here. So this looks pretty weak to me, this current candle. I would say this is probably going to continue down, maybe retest this area up here, and then it's just going to continue to the downside. So my bias, I'm staying with bearish on this euro. I don't think it's going to go up very much. Here's the pound. Let's just take a look at the pound. And we can see on this pound here, and we're in the cloud. There's nothing to do here, folks. We're in the cloud. What's my bias? My bias is to sell this. I want to sell this. So we're out of the cloud, but we're like right at it. I wouldn't enter trade here myself, right? Actually, you can actually put a trend line in here, right? Right? Stick a trend line in here. Right? Boom, right? Okay, break that trend line, then maybe we can sell it. But right where it's at right now, too much going on. We do have a lot of junk left of the chart, though. Look at all this. You got to fight all this. There's no wide open space here, but you got to have faith in your indicator, right? You got to have faith in the system. And the system says, below the cloud, it's bearish. Everything's pointing to the downside. We're going to continue. We'll wait for this trend line to break, and maybe we can get in this to the short side on the pound dollar. Traders, great to be with you on a Wednesday. What can I say? Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good day. No issues. Traders, thanks for being with me on this Wednesday, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning in Asia. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. Have a great trading day. We'll see you tomorrow, my friends. Take care now. Bye-bye.